Hey guys, here comes another Wazoo video for you. There you go, it's the nameplate. So here is a few things that were sent to me by Wazoo, the wonderful people over there. And just wanted to kind of show you guys some of this stuff and then also test some of it out. So apologize if this video gets kind of long, but I'm going to try and fit all this stuff in this one video. Okay, so first I'm just going to talk about everything. First, we have the wire saw from the Lumberjack bracelet. First of all, you can tell just by the wire on this thing, this is not just a cheapy $1 to $2 handheld wire saw. You can get those at Walmart and they are crap. It's basically just a piece of wire. This is, you can tell it is braided and it is high quality. And it also has some of these eyelets here to string your paracord through. And they have a great video on how to make a bow saw out of this, which is really the best way to use it. It's best for saving your energy, and then it's also best for the saw so it doesn't get all gummed up. So we're going to cut a few things with that. The next thing is the buckle. They have recently updated their buckle design, so they have a cool design on it. But this has the whistle and the fire steel, that middle prong right there, which is really awesome. I'm going to blow this whistle real quick. Here, it's pretty loud. Especially it's something you can access right away. You can just unclip it from your arm and blow it if you need help. Also, you don't have to untangle your bracelet to start a fire. Which takes me to this next bit. Here, inside this Ranger band, which secures it on here, is the striker blade. This is a small one. I think they have a larger one too. But the back side is used for striker, and then the front side here is the blade. It's made out of ceramic, or it's ceramic. It is, you know, you aren't going to break this thing, really. It comes with this nice little sheath cover, just to kind of protect you and the blade. And then it just fits perfectly right in here. And then you put your Ranger band over it, and you know, you have your whole fire kit right here. So we're going to go over that. Next part of the fire is the tinder. This is actually first aid tinder. If you have a cut, you cut this open, cut this little waterproof sack open, and put it on your cut, or your wound, or your blister, or your bug bite, or anything like that. It'll help prevent infection, promote healing, which is super nice. And then also, it's obviously fire tinder, which you can also keep on your bracelet with these little Ranger bands. These Ranger bands are one of the greatest things to these bracelets because you can just pimp them out with as much stuff as you want. They sell the Ranger bands separately. They sell these striker blades, and then the tinders. I mean, you could put all kinds of stuff on here, and you know, and it makes it nice so you can easily access it, and then you don't have to, you know, ruin your bracelet to use the stuff. So then it's not just in a survival situation, but an everyday situation. You know, you're going camping and your lighter ran out of fluid and you didn't bring anything else. Oh, I have my Wazoo on me, you know? Just stuff like that, where I know these bracelets, at least I feel bad when I take them apart to get to the stuff on the inside, you know? Like, feel like you're destroying something. But that's actually what it's made for. But, you know, these Ranger bands make it really nice so you don't have to really destroy anything to get to it. Another thing, here is the Wazoo nameplate. Okay, we've all seen it before. But the back is now a reflectant. So you can use it as a signal mirror without, again, this, you might have to twist it to be able to show this, to reflect the sun, because obviously it's going to be on your bracelet like that. You can untie it, of course, but I think there's enough leeway where you could twist it enough to a signal without taking it off your bracelet. But that I'd have to see to be sure. But that's kind of everything that they were nice enough to let me review here. So I'm gonna start on this side over here. So obviously, if you guys can see, it's a nice sunny hour right here. But I am reflecting this all over. You know when your friend is using something like a CD in the passenger of the car to like blind the driver? This could do that. And it's, you know, it's not gaudy. It's not in your face. Whoa, this is a survival bracelet. It's just nice and neat on the back of your nameplate, which of course you can personalize with whatever you want. Big fan of that. Big fan. It's awesome. It works. I mean, you can tell. For just being a little piece of reflectant tape there, it works really well. So next, I'm going to use the razor blade to cut open this tinder here. Which of course is super sharp. Seems like it's like similar to a petroleum jelly that's on the inside, which is why it would have medicinal properties. But yeah, that is sharp as a razor blade. Yeah, it's like a petroleum jelly in there. See if we can. Here's the packaging right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so here's your tinder. Fluff it up pretty good. Again, you could easily use this to put on your wound, which is a really nice extra feature that you aren't really expecting from this kind of deal. So now I'm going to use my buckle here. Now again, I did all this I didn't have to take apart my bracelet because this is on the buckle and these two things are in Ranger bands. So I'm not using up any pocket space, and I didn't have to take apart my bracelet. So I'm going to try and do this. Now I got petroleum jelly all over my fingers, so it's a little slippery. Bear with me. One spark. Look at that. A little windy. Apologize. Don't know how great you guys can see that, but couple strikes is all it took. And again, I have slippery fingers, so that's partially on my fault. Way better than using the nameplate, guys. I know that was a review or a comment I had on it earlier. And that tinder is still going. Should have timed it. It's going to be a few minutes at least. I can tell already. Smoking a little bit too. Burn that plastic. Don't want my Ranger band in there though. So huge improvement with the buckle already. First of all, you have something usable. It's not just a piece of plastic. Second of all, don't have to take apart the bracelet to use it. Okay, those are the best things ever, right there. So the striker blade, obviously super sharp. Barely had to cut it all to get through that thick waterproof plastic. The tinder working super well. It's still going. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I apologize. You can kind of see it smoking a little bit, but it is still on fire. So that is awesome. That would definitely get your fire going real quick. Like you guys saw, one spark. So the last thing, I'm going to go grab a stick here real quick, and we are going to see how quick this works. I've seen a couple of his videos, his review on it, and you guys can definitely check out their YouTube channel on here. They have updates all the time to check out some of their new gear, but I'm going to try this out for myself here if I can find a quick stick here. And I'll see here. Yeah, that tinder is hot. It lasted about 3+ minutes, still going. Alright guys, here we go. This is the stick we're using. So, I'm going to stand on it and try and cut it on screen. Apologize for my shadow. I hope you guys can see all this. So the lanyard or paracord or whatever you're using is already way comfier than the wire saws that you buy at Walmart, because those just come with those stupid key ring things that hurt your hands, and so you can't use them. Am I right? So you guys can already see I'm not putting hardly any pressure on it, and you can see the mark. I'm not even sweating out here. I mean, truth be told, if you're cutting down a big tree with a wire saw, it's going to be work, okay? This is the best way to use a saw, just back and forth like this. Start slow so you get that little hole going like that, just like that, alright? And then you can speed it up a little bit, but you don't have to use too much pressure. Here, let me get a good handle on it. You guys can see how much. See it? Right there. I'm surprised how well it's cutting. Be easier on you and everybody else. You use the whole length of the saw. Go from there all the way to there. Back and forth. I'm already more than halfway through the stick. Check on our wire saw here. It is nice. Looks like I haven't even used it. That is exactly how you want it to look. These things, they're not made for, you know, chopping wood. They're not. It's an emergency situation. You need a saw. You make a bow drill with this thing, and you cut some firewood. You can see the sawdust there, guys. Hopefully. You can see right there. I mean, obviously, once you get to the point where you can break it, it's not a big deal. But, I mean, would I originally be able to break this stick in half no problem? Probably not. You just need a little bit of a saw there, and you're good to go. And this thing is good for 1,000 more of those. So I'm really impressed with the quality of this. Again, this is over at Wazoo Survival Gear. They have a Facebook page. They have a website. Check them out. They got new gear coming out all the time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Watch some other videos. And thanks for your support.